sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on top, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This taking in right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And really not that for the as it is starting to turn. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here for the Longhorn with it. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Bentley going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore. Kansas City at Southern High School. It's Rashad White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. That was a quality play to start a new second down. That was something offensive line winning the battle up front, but winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Let's go now. Looking to throw McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Toward the sideline. Look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down right there. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card game. And getting involved early here. Picks up the first. First down. Now McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. They're running it again. More than 4 there on the scramble. And it's second down. I think the defense will have to bring that blitz on first down. But give him credit. Stay calm under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushes for positive yardage. Well done. McCarthy, he'll set the throw up. He finds Justin. It's now close to the first points in this division game as it's 1st and goal. First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. To the air with McCarthy. The RPO will keep it himself. And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it. Throwing is McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Here's McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. And he takes his down about the 2. 5 yards that time on the scramble. And now we're looking at a 4th down situation. And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short. Going for it, here's McCarthy. in this division round matchup. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First kick for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
What's made with such a record on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Working from the gun, Rodgers. On the throw, not too much that time. It's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air, Williams. His first throw is blocked. Mitchell is intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. McCarthy operating from the gun. Second and 2. The RPO will keep it himself. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, Ravens. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's taken down on the cheap side. 2nd and 20. Back to throw. McCarthy. He completes it to Edwards. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 4th down, run from right. And he will cross the 30 down to 29 yards. Call it a gain of 3, and they will bring up 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And Howard still barely in the field. So Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive on the field goal. Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. Is it a final one deep? More on the field. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Winston. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Getting past it, and often can do the rest of the game. Giving a couple on the carry there, second and 8. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That's because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Waiting for the gun. McCarthy. Just get rid of it.
The ground pressure in the first quarter already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tough rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll try to do this himself. And he's left with no option here.
That's one of those two possessions where it's up the fourth here in your third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And there's the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there, nearly strong as it is. There was an 18-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
There's a diving catch right side. That's great for the first down. 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCaffrey. He's got it to the 43 here. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Outside, he finds Smith and Jigba. Well, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We got one in our knee.
Again, Brian Lott, it's McCaffrey. He's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there, 32nd and 8.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
He's got it inside the 20, down to 17.
That's another Kansas City.
Looks like they'll move things around here.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. The Chiefs already set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. This is caught. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. Finding a touchdown. And the Chiefs are back within a score. That's the ball down with 4 on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing in their last appearance. I think they can move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goal range, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talked to says the exact same thing when they started to drive deep in one territory. The Bears and run them at least 2 first downs because even getting the punt then, you change the field position. They can flip the field a little bit. They can get this done. This time they're string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
5 yards on first down, and at least a 1-yard pickup there on second. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on third down. McCarthy. The Chiefs are going to do it. Flying in to pick up that sack. Jordan Brooks. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to put it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protections. And now defensively, it's going to get down to those starting blocks like you're saying. Get rid of those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He's taken down by the slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the first one is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Here's Williams. We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Crossover. Behind the 25. Big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, Pippin!
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They'll give it a clean up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
On the tackle.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 21, here's the second down and 6.
22, 12, Buddha!
From the gun, here's Williams. He's got his man on strike. Completion. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Vegas! Yes!
Throwing is Williams.
that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Back to the ground as that clears McCaffrey. And it goes up for the first down at the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
Vegas!
They'll look to throw forward with Williams. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring a foot down here.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. Oh, this is an easy one, 23-yarder. McPherson's kick is good. And that will knock us over that 10. And that drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running around the field.
Set at the line for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together? They're trying to take on a lead in the initial.
I think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you're saying anything here. Here's your opportunity to push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's Johnston. Heavy out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Just need a yard here, second and 1. Back to throw again. Complete. That's Johnston. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
That's good.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. At the 32 line, here's first and 10. To the air again, McCarthy. Traffic and it's complete. It's going to stop with 37 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and 4. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Working out again is McCarthy. That is incomplete.
Seeing forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Operating for the gun, McCarthy. They'll slide to a hole here. Still a little short of the first down marker. And the second timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just chop this one on the range here. It's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. McCarthy. Pressure down goes. Sacked at the 10. The Eagles going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Touchdown. Was shot late as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw, Williams. He's going to fire one deep down the middle. That's caught at the 25. Here's the timeout as they're going to get with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. McPherson's kick is good. That will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal to get the point for the rest of the game. to go, and this will likely be our final play.
The final shot before break. McCarthy. That'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
32.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now they'll bring up second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Two catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. The RPO will keep it himself. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
It's flag on goal. So it's a foot race. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have taken the lead in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, it feels like you're going back and forth. It's a little bit like a tennis match. Heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How do you go out doing that? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other. 2nd and 2.
Now McCarthy. It's taken down. Chiefs six. Nolan Smith able to drag him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. McCarthy, he'll set to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. McCarthy. He finds his target. It's out. Pass midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. To the air with McCarthy. And nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Throw again. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Grab out to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there left the drop there free. And it brings that 4th down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Could have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Going for it, here's McCarthy. He'll try to get himself. And he goes and throws as this one's going to go straight down the turf. Incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, just a couple of rules in a lot of ways because you know they're motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
What is it on? Vegas!
Working out of the gun, Williams. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this out of the end zone for the Chiefs touchdown. Jamison Williams, 66 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. PAT up and good. The hold on is second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty.
McPherson set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. So this is going to come out to the 35. As they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To the double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether your quarterback wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball isn't a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
To the air, Williams. He's going to drop this down to the Crawford. It's a completion good for just 3. And they bring it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready, sit up!
McCaffrey right up the middle. Taking it right down Christian McCaffrey setting his pace for the Browns with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. McPherson on for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Ravens 17. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a dual-down point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move up guys. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Williams. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
It's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He's going to step up and run. Right side, he has Johnston. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Well, indeed, go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. Heavily taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Looking to throw McCarthy. And that's complete to Mitchell. That's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 7 down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens with possession of football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep the runners, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Well, trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league. It's tough. It's got to be rare now.
Sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so they'll give a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, you kept them out of the end zone there. This game's over. You've locked the door off, and instead, it's still football a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Ravens 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Here's Williams.
This is a surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they'll change things up. Third down, here's Ridgely. He's got the first down as he's out to the 48. And they're 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
When a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
One of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion. And that is going to be a story to talk about after this one. That's Keely Ringo, who's there in on the stop. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let the clock tick.
And so that short gain on first down quickly the game. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking in the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands.
He's going to have the first down and then some. Here's Hackett for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamison Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date of the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson. Good. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Ravens 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set at the line for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10. He's got it complete. A heavy touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
This game is certainly not no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. McCarthy operating from the gun. This one downfield goes.
see them through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Successful for the yard out. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Taken with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Ravens 31.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful on the other side kick drop.
What is it?
Two hands on the football here as they run first down. The Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them. Exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked that offense all year round about these types of defensive fronts, and they can penetrate it at all. Your runner has a chance to go on.
It could be a house call.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
What is it?
Audible here into something else. Looking to throw is Williams. That's set up the screen to McCaffrey. Back at the 47. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one's high, but not very far. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. He's going to let it fly. That is incomplete.
That was what they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
This guy, they use him to stretch there to force the incompletion.
Okay, ready?
Second down, goal to go. To the air again, McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is called for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.